Hey guys, good morning. It's a little earlier than yesterday, 23rd February 2022. So, another day of walking with Aiko. He's already quite happy. I think he sees dogs over there who are doing everything. Only problem with Aiko is he gets quite excited and barks a lot. And there have been some aggressive tendencies. We've been trying to get him used to socializing with other dogs, but it's been a tough process. Okay. These two females generally come smell Aiko. And hello. Okay. But I think his excitement is more than they can handle. Come on. Hello. Aiko, you scared them away. According to the trainer, he still doesn't know how to play. Maybe that's the issue. More you interact, more you play, I guess. The more you can learn to play and interact with the world. Because at first, yes, we all don't know anything. But with this dear little cutie, he has too much excitement, which is quite fun in a way. Come on. And so we start. So yesterday I think I did mention that their sense of smell, dogs, is many times higher than that of humans. So they can probably create whole stories from just a smell, which is quite fascinating if you think about it. Here we listen or see and create the stories depending upon that. Imagine creating a story based on what you smell. He can probably I can't probably I know I think I was trying to give an example, but I'm not sure, like, it's a completely different world, isn't it? Much like, I don't know if this could be relate, but sudden thought, Plato's allegory of the cave. Oh, okay, there's another dog on a leash. Aiko generally breeds. Aiko! Aiko! No. You can see he's excited, but I mean, maybe overly excited. Yeah. I just wish he was. I think we both need to be calm. Me overthinking, and him just generally in his love of life, which is pretty amazing. Here I get stuck in my head. Oh yeah, much like what I was talking about, Plato's allegory of the cave. You might have heard of it, might know it. Here's my interpretation. Well, the story goes that prisoners are kept captive in a cave, and they are chained in such a way where they can only face forward. Behind them is a huge fire, and objects are kept being moved around in behind them, in front of the fire, so they can only see like shadows of these objects, and what they perceive or what they believe is that is the world outside, those shadows which they are seeing, and that's their belief. But imagine if one of the prisoners was actually released and he goes out, and it'll be very disorienting and very difficult to process the world outside at that time, because first of all the light will be blinding. He will have to first look at the ground and then realize that there's a ground, he has 2 feet. He'll see his feet for the first time. He'll see like the world around him. Everything will become like a new experience, which will completely shock his ideas of what reality was. So in this case, well, I would probably think that I am one of those prisoners stuck in the cave of my mind. And well, Aiko is one of those released prisoners trying to tell me that, oh, look at outside, look at the smell, look at the wind, look at everything. So it's so I'm really glad to have gotten him. He's giving me a new experience about life, about being in the now. And dogs are such amazing creatures that way. They have short lives, but maybe that's enough for them, because they're just constantly living right at the present. Oh, and this was where Aiko was born. I found him here. He was running around in this road in between cars and all that. It was about 2-3 weeks. Yeah, it was quite scary seeing him running around, and I really felt like I needed to do something. And well, after talking with the family, luckily we got to keep him, and what a lovely gift he's been to us. Unfortunately, I found out later that he had a brother as well, but I'm not sure what happened to him because the nearby security was talking about that to that sewage hole. The security, I mean, he mentioned that there was another puppy there, but I couldn't find it. And yeah, well, anyway, that's kind of forlorn news. And there's another dog who's observing Aiko. And well, Aiko is busy smelling, taking in different stories. Now, it's a beautiful morning. The wind is blowing, slight wind. It's not too hot or not too cool. It's really pleasant. Quite a few people around, and our man is still going around smelling. You can see he's picked up an interesting smell. He's in attention. Okay. I've been avoiding going to the main roads because there would be quite a few of the other dogs walking at that time, leashed on leashes, and this guy becomes quite hard to control in those times. I am suddenly wondering if everything I'm saying is audible. Well, I hope it is. Oh, he likes the wind. You can see his ears lean back, feel the wind. He's a really curious dog, which is quite fun to see. At times it can be a bit well, like a child. It can be dangerous as well, but it's fun seeing him explore the world, take in different things. Okay, we can't go there. You can see him slowly, much like a predator stalking his prey, which happens to be other dogs in this case. But yeah, I do believe he has like quite a few like of the hunting traits. His sense of smell is quite high, and he chases small things quite a bit. So I think there's like it's in his genes where to catch something. So if he was living in the wild, he would probably go around hunting. But evolution and human interference has put him with a collar, a harness, and yes, a chain connected to a human. Well, I would like to think that he is still enjoying, and he looks after me as much as I look after him. Lovely morning. Sorry, I think I rambled quite a bit, but yeah, well, hopefully it's a good piece of dialogue. Okay, he's wonder what tree this is. Could be not sure. I'll have to look at the leaves, I guess. A lovely thing about Bangalore is there's quite a few trees. Quite a bit of them have aged quite beautifully. They've grown to a nice size thanks to the earlier generations who were thoughtful enough to plant them. But yeah, well, sad thing is slowly they are also being remodeled according to the present generation's ideals, which can be good or bad, whichever way you look at it. But yeah, it is a little sad seeing some of the big trees being cut. And she's trying to get breakfast, I think, while our man, I think, would like to go disturb her. His full attention is down there. So a few days back, I was watching a TED talk by a lady who's Sindur. Okay, I'm not sure of her last name, but she said a very beautiful line. She said, "Dogs are our pathway to a whole new world." And in this case, it would be communicating with other animals. It would be experiencing the world as other animals. Because humans, I think we've become too caught up with ourselves. We have shaped the world, live our lives according to ideas in our head. But, well, animals are just out there surviving and doing their best and not thinking about enjoyment, sadness, pretty much living. And to a great extent, somehow we it gives us a window of how we used to be in the past. Oh, amazing. Okay, and that's about it for our walk. Thank you for watching till the end, and hope you guys enjoyed it as much as our fellow liked it. We do give these guys rice, but yeah, it's hard.